Right, guys, we are back with another podcast. It's been a good week since we've done one, so here we go. I am at Ipsum today, in Milton Road, and I am with the lovely Kerry. So we did start chatting before the podcast, and we're like, right, we need to stop because we need to get this all on the podcast so we can tell you about the amazing service that Ipsum provides. So hi, Kerry.
Hiya.
Where would you like to start?
Well, let's start at the beginning.
Okay.
I'll follow you.
Okay, so when was Ipsum first established?
So it's been established for 15 years now.
Okay.
And our director, Julie, is the one that had the vision for it.
Yeah.
And it was to make sure that, there was somewhere that people could gain affordable counselling, and also to draw in with the therapeutic art and the therapeutic music as well. So it's been about 15 years.
Amazing. It does really resonate with me, with obviously the job that I do, therapeutic.
Yes.
So absolutely. So how long have you been here?
So I've been here, so when I was training as a counsellor I started, so I think that was 2021.
Okay.
And I started my placement with my college and I've never left.
Oh.
So I've stayed, So when I finished college I took on an assessor's role and did all of the counsellors assessing, and then I got the project manager role. So that's what I do now, as well as some counselling as well.
Yeah. And you were saying about how many are in the team currently?
So there's 13 of us in the team,
Yeah.
and we also have 40 plus volunteers, a lot of them being counsellors, and we have Pete the Fishman. He looks after our resident fish downstairs and keeps them looking lovely, and we also have Steve, who does our social hour every week. So every week once you've had an assessment at Ipsum, you can come in and just have a cup of tea and a chat and see some friendly faces. So we're very grateful to all of the volunteers that come in whatever capacity they come.
Well, that's it. They're all important, aren't they?
Definitely.
Everybody makes up a team.
Definitely.
So, you all have your strengths. So that's really good, 40, isn't it? 40 plus volunteers.
Yeah.
That's really amazing.
Yeah,
That's obviously
definitely.
grown over time.
Yeah, absolutely. And it allows us to be able to offer, the counselling, Monday to Friday, mornings, afternoons and evenings, and also Saturdays.
Yeah.
So, without all of the volunteers that we have, obviously, we wouldn't be able to offer as much as we do. So,
to run 6 days, I think, like we said, is really important, isn't it?
Definitely.
Because you're trying to recognise trying to fit in with different people's, if they're at work all day, then they have been able to access in an evening or on a Saturday. So
and even if they work shifts, hopefully there is the same time and same day that we can fit in, to work with them. So it's to try and make it inclusive for everybody.
Yeah. So what they would do then, if we think about it firstly, so say they think, I'd like to go and speak to Ipsum, so what's the best way to contact you? Is it website, ring? What's the best thing?
So the best thing to do is, we get referrals from lots of different places, GP surgeries, the hospital, schools. We have lots of different areas we get referrals, but people can self-refer.
Yeah.
So all they need to do is to go onto our website, which is ipsum.care, and on there's a referral button which you would just press. Where it says the referrer's details, you put your own details in there, put your own personal details, and then press submit. And what would happen then is we would get it come through onto our email, and then our administrator would give a call within a couple of days to arrange an assessment, and then we would take it from there depending on what the person wanted. We would then take it forward.
Okay, so would it be a telephone assessment, or would you need them to come in and do face to face?
So we can do either.
Yeah.
We do a lot of our assessments by the phone.
Yeah.
But equally, if someone wanted to come in and they wanted to see where they would be coming and they'd feel more comfortable, we can adapt to that as well.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
And then you can work out who maybe the best person is for them to see.
Yeah. So what we do is we know all of the counsellors that we have, and what we do is we try and make a best fit.
Yeah.
Some people might want to see a female counsellor.
Yeah.
Some people equally might want to see a male.
Yeah.
But we always try and match up with who we feel that they are going to work well with.
Yeah, absolutely. And in terms of like a block of sessions, do you maybe allocate 6 and then look at making that longer if they need it? How does it work?
So how it works is initially when we contract up to 12 sessions. So it's not necessarily mean that they have to have the 12.
Yeah.
They could get to 4 or 5 and think, actually, I've had enough now, and just speak to the counsellor and let let them know that you're ready to finish.
Yeah.
Or on occasions, they might get to 9 or 10 and be working really well with the counsellor and realise that actually they might need a few more, in which case we can extend that.
That's really good.
Depending on the situation and the circumstances.
Yeah, because like we were saying before the podcast, sometimes people feel quite nervous if they think they've only got a certain number and they have to finish and go.
Definitely.
That can put people off as well.
Yeah, definitely. And sometimes it takes, a good couple of sessions to really get that relationship with the counsellor, to feel comfortable, to be able to open up and, everybody's different, aren't they?
Yeah.
Some people might come in on the first session and want to talk all the way through, and other people might take a little while to learn to trust and gauge that relationship with the counsellor.
Yeah. And they would be one-to-one sessions as well.
One-to-one always.
Yeah, always. Okay.
Yeah, when they get allocated with a counsellor, they would see the same person every week at the same time on the same day.
Amazing. Oh, that's really good as well. Yeah, okay. And you work with adults and children? Yeah,
adults and children.
Yeah.
So we have, I think it's 3 children's therapists that work here. We have a drama therapist, and children also, we have children's art sessions on a Monday evening, every other Monday. And every Saturday we have children's art sessions as well as music.
Yeah.
We have music sessions every day and Saturdays.
Yeah, I'm looking at your timetable. It's quite full of amazing things. So you've got adult art groups, mixed media art, youth art, watercolour art, sticky jam. That's the music when you were talking about.
So sticky jam is so much fun. So what that is when people come in and they want to do therapeutic music, they can learn how to play the ukulele, the guitar, they can learn basics of the drums, they can sing. We have a karaoke package where it can all be edited and put onto an MP3 or whatever they're called nowadays. I'm not very technical.
No, neither am I.
And we also have a gentleman that does digital audio engineering, which is where you build up a track on a computer. You don't need to know the theory.
Oh, right.
And then you can sing and everything else and build up your own song. But Sticky Jam is very special because what it is people that have a genuine interest in instruments, no theory behind it, or some may have, but they come in, they sit by a musical instrument and somehow they make music.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how, but they make music. And they actually did they had a huge involvement in our Christmas song that's actually on our website. With the making of the lyrics and also the music. And they always sound amazing. They have a great time doing it.
Oh, that's so good. Have I missed anything? I'm just going down the list. And then you talked about social hour as well, didn't you?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. So if someone comes in, they may be attending the art, or they may be attending the music, or they may come in for their counselling. But once you've had an assessment, you can actually just pop in on a Wednesday between 12:30 and 1:30 for a cup of coffee and a friendly face, just to sit and have a chat for an hour.
That's so lovely. Yeah, absolutely. And then mixed media art, we talked about that one, didn't we? Creative writing. I'd be interested in that one.
Yes.
Is that for children or
No,
adults?
so the creative writing, that is something in the future we would like to do, but at the moment it is only for adults, and that's on a Friday morning. And what that is people that have a passion for writing, and then what they do is they do a bit of poetry, they write stories, they do all sorts of things. They use story cubes, and we have a gentleman in there that likes to do a card trick in the break, because they have a coffee break, so he does a card trick every week, which sometimes you'll see on our social media. And you don't have to have any experience, you can be at any level, but they have great fun in there.
Yeah, I can imagine, because I think some of those people that you probably got in there were fantastic at school with being creative with their writing, and then sometimes you leave school and you go off and do other things. So to be able to tap back into that creative side of you is so important, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's great fun. I mean, I've joined them a couple of times just to be in with a session to see what goes on, and I've led it a couple of times as well. And it's amazing, actually, if it's something that you enjoy, how calming and how relaxing you feel once you've finished.
Yeah.
You know, the same with the art. You know, I've gone in and I've helped. I'm no artist. I can't even draw a stick man. But I've gone in a couple of times to help out, and I've done colouring and, you know, sat with the children a couple of times and adults. And it is so relaxing because it's just something for you, which a lot of the time is such, you know, so important to have that time out for you.
Yeah, and that is the problem, isn't it? Sometimes we're all so busy.
Definitely.
And we're not tapping into what we're doing, more of what we love, which is what it should be. So.
Yeah, exactly. We also have our outreach art sessions as well, which on a Monday we are based over in St John's Church, which is over in Park South. Yeah. And that's a free art session. And we also on a Tuesday go to John Moulton Hall, which is in Penhill, and we coincide alongside with the Free Caf. Yeah. So not only can you do some colouring, drawing, whatever you want to do, but you can also get a slice of cake and a cup of tea as well. Nice. So yeah, we do the outreach sessions as well, which is really, really good.
Yeah. So I just think there was anything else I was going to ask you. I know we're going to go and have a little look around.
Yeah,
so
I'll give you a guided tour.
Is it? Have you always been in this building as well?
So we did originally, before I came, have next door as well. So it was 2 buildings. Okay. So this, I think this particular building has been a charity of some sort for about the last 50 years. Yeah. But yeah, so we're in this. We got 4 floors. 3 music studios. Wow. And so
I can't wait to have a
give you a tour around.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Is there anything else that you want to talk about in terms of, are you looking for, because I know you said you've got 40 strong sort of volunteers, are you looking for any more volunteers, or is there anything you're needing at the moment that you want to talk about?
Not that I can think of. I mean, obviously, if you've got a strong passion for art, or, you know, you can always drop me a line, and, you know, if we have any openings for any volunteering, then that, you know, that is something we can look at. Yeah. At the moment, I think we're okay, but again, things change. So, you know, it may well be that if you can offer us something, you know, with regards to art or anything like that, then we may be interested.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Anything else that you want to put across?
I mean, anyone that's never had counselling, or, you know, come to anywhere like Ipsum, which is obviously not just counselling but therapeutic music and also art, you know, and you're a little bit nervous, you know, please don't be. You know, we're a very friendly bunch that work here. You'll be welcomed in with open arms. Everybody is so friendly. If you wanted to come in and have a look around first before you brought into, you know, come into art sessions or music, that can always be arranged for you. And just, you know, take the plunge and come and see us. Yeah,
that's it. I think that's what it is, and just not having those barriers for people and not feeling nervous, because as soon as you walk in the door, like you said, it's not like a clinical place. It's a friendly, warm place. And there's some lovely people here.
Definitely. So. I mean, there's art everywhere. I mean, we've even got an art exhibition over at Nexus Business Centre at the moment, over in Cheney Manor, where we're their charity of the year, and they've kindly let us put an exhibition out there of 100 pieces of our art. We're just in the process of taking children's art out there as well. Yeah. So, you know, it's a very special place, and you know, take the plunge and do the referral online, and come and see us if you need any help.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Okay, lovely. All right, thank you so much, Kerry.
Oh, you're welcome. Lovely to meet you. Thank you.